signal here south end from trackside service, and we're getting Old Commissioner England now, just probably 10 minutes or so. We're probably a couple miles from that. We'll be stopping down here a couple more miles. There's a little, we hear further. Holler at you when we get down there and tell them we're stopping. Good.
Hello, everybody. Y'all sit tight a minute.
CSXT dispatch, Jackson, answer no.
T00121, we're at South End Hannah.
Yeah, Phils, y'all got that special engine right, the 1902.
Sir, that's correct. That's CSXT1902.
Yeah, Phils, P00121 there with the engine 1902 after stopping at the stop signal south end of Hannah. Y'all got permission to pass, moving main to main, south direction, switch in motor, looking out ahead, and talking to Tom England. That's his track there.
Understand we have stop signal, south end of Hannah, main, switch in motor.
That's right, y'all did say south to mountain, right over. Yes, sir, 1604, 1604, MSU,
1604. Got stories about relevant signal north Erwin. That's Rock Creek, North Erwin. That means that track out of service.
Yeah, that's right. It's the same as on the Blue Ridge Trails. I don't know if you've caught any of those rock trains over there. That track being out of service, it's like we don't even have it. Like I said, that's all Mr. England. So if he's given, however he's given you permission and whatnot, just verify switch position. I think Rock Creek is set up to where you can only go main to main. Of course, same thing North Erwin. So unless there's a spot there where you've got where the switch could be against you, you just check the position. And if Mr. England's giving you permission through, you just move on through as far south as he'll let you go.
Okay, understand. We'll be governed by Mr. England's direction. South End. Thank you a lot. I appreciate it.
From Phil, y'all are just staging that at the yard, right? You're not bringing nothing back or anything right over?
Tonight, after this is all over, we'll be taking everything back to the
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. In that case, Phil, if you're going back to the yard with all that stuff, just give me a shout there whenever you're headed north, whenever Tom gives you the permission and etc. Just let me know whenever you're coming back north. Get ready to enter my track again there at the south end of Hannah, and we'll try to get you back over.
Okay, understand. Thank you so much for your help, man. We'll talk to you later on tonight.
Thanks, Phil. CSXT dispatch, Jackson.
Hello, rail folks. Thanks for being with Casey and I here at the next crossing, where we are live awaiting the CSX Holiday Train. And because there's literally no place that we can set up, we're literally in the train ditch. As you just heard, P001 is on approach. They got a couple switch issues. It is windy, super windy. Got the dead cat on. To my understanding, P001 will be coming right at us on this track. Give you a little pan of the area. Once he's here and set up and situated, we'll talk a little bit more. But we are here live in Erwin, Tennessee, right outside where the CSX event is going to be held here tonight. A concert and all as the CSX Holiday Train makes its way right here to Erwin.
Go to south, moving off the commission, south end of Hannah, main to main. Yellow.
And tonight, Drew Holcomb is going to be in concert. Right now, the sun's kind of straight into us. We got a lot going on. Like I said, it sounds like he's on approach to deal with a couple signal issues. You heard CSX dispatch, so let's listen to P001 as they make their way into Erwin, and then I'll show you the rest of the setup. So sit tight. CSX 1, 2, and 3 are being led by the Clinchfield Heritage Locomotive coming into Erwin. So y'all sit tight, stay ready. We gonna have fun. From the ditch. As we get set up here and situated, like I said, it is incredibly windy here today. Not to mention cold, but hey, it's a small price to pay for having fun. Over on the other side is the event. Once we get the train in, like I said, CSX Holiday Train, once we get the train in, we'll move and get you a better setup with the layout here and the situation, what all is going to go on and where everybody is. They're over getting everything set up. The venue is still not open yet to go in. They have police blocking the drive. Like I said, we're on this side of the crossing gates on the state right of way. So we're just on this side. And from what I've been able to put together, they're going to bring him in right there across the way. You can see they're getting ready, setting up. You can see just how hard that wind is blowing right now. And because we are beside of a crossing, we do have cars going by at the moment. We will move after a while, but for the moment, that just gives you an idea. But we're going to focus on the arrival of P001, where you'll see the Clinchfield leading. Right here in Erwin, Tennessee. And you'll hear them on the scanner. That was the train we heard a little bit ago. And you heard the conversation at hand. So, we're a little primitive, but hey, a little primitive is better than not at all. If you have a wind noise, my apologies. If I had a parasail, I wouldn't need a boat to pull me up. We could just take right off. And again, the wind's gusting so hard, it is making the whole tripod move. I am going to grab a weight, kind of anchor it down a little bit. But like I said, it is incredibly windy at this time. We got some wakes on to keep the tripod from blowing over. It's that gusting and wind. Beautiful backdrop here. Among the hills and the mountains of Erwin. Jonathan, Eugene, hi everybody. Again, our lead locomotive will be CSXT1902, the Clinchfield, pulling the holiday train here into Erwin, Tennessee. And again, sorry you're moving, but the wind is just that strong. And we are in, again, Erwin, E-R-W-I-N, Tennessee, trackside, right outside the CSX yard, where the CSX Holiday Train will be making its appearance here any moment. They are just above us. They were having some conversation about getting clearance to come on in. And we are in Unicoi, I believe is the correct pronunciation of the county where we are. And this is a special event put on by CSX for those affected. Like I said, it's going to be a concert event for those affected by Hurricane Helene. And this is a one-time thing according to the press release. And again, they will be featuring a performance by Drew Holcomb here tonight in Erwin, Tennessee, set against the mountains and ridges here in Tennessee. And as you know, this Saturday, the Santa train will go through the Appalachia area, distributing over 15 tons of toys and essentials to residents throughout. All of which that is in partnership with the Appalachian Power, Food City, and Kingsport Chamber of Commerce in Tennessee, and Souls for Souls, again, according to the press release. So there's a lot going on, and this is a tremendous effort to put on, and just an incredible thing for the folks that have been so affected here, as you know, by the weather of recent. And again, to my understanding, our location, he will come in on this track, is my understanding. But like I said, it depends on who you ask. So hopefully we are set in the right place, but we can move as necessary. And they call that flexibility.
South, Rock Creek. That's where we're going to be out there, guys. If you need to do any cranking up, you got 3 steps on the 1902.
3 step. I'll let you know when I get back on board.
I'd understand. It'd be around, I think, they said around 6 o'clock before we'd be moving.
CSX is bringing in a holiday train. Yeah, it's going to say that's going to be the entrance in when the gates open. Yeah, it'll be fun. And I think, as far as I know, hey, you're welcome. Have a good day. Hey, you too. Thanks. Now that the sun is blocked out, we're going to go ahead and move a little bit. Get you a little better view. There's a look over at the venue site. Green Bean, Jonathan, Tony, everybody. How are y'all tonight? We wanted to drop in on you guys from the next crossing, and here we are. They're doing setup. No, we're live on Rail Moments right now. We're live on Rail Moments right now. Rail Moments on YouTube. Good to meet ya. Y'all, hang on 1 second. Hey, how are you? Just met Sandy. He does a lot of railroad things, so we're going to kind of link up some things. So at the moment, I just want to let you guys know where we are. It's all set, situated. I understand it may be a little while yet before P001, before they have him come on in. So for now, we are going to go ahead and probably just leave everything set. But we are going to go off the air. I know you're just going to get bored watching the traffic go by until we hear that he is released to come in. And then we will go live and stay live during the whole event here. So, a lot going on. Just keep your channel on. And like I said, we'll go live once he is actually arriving. But it sounds like that's going to be 6 o'clock. Apparently, it does look like they're starting to let folks in. There's a lot of activity over at where the concert's going to be. Number of people down there, like I said, not 100% sure on the whole setup, but you can see there's a number of tables, popcorn machines, all kinds of things set up. They're putting heaters up. And again, we're just across the way, but you can see everybody getting ready and doing their part. And again, I apologize for the cars going across, but we are just across the way. making arrangements there, setting the speakers. A large number of officers have pulled in. Everybody looks like they're having fun and a good time already and excited. And it appears, as you can see, the wind's just blowing, but kind of comes and goes a little bit. And there is the stage they're getting ready. And K9's on site. There he goes right there. K9 taking a little walk. He happy. His tail's a going. Uh-oh, he may have found his spot.
C001. I'm back on board in the clear release. Back on board in the clear release 3, understand. Back
Well, maybe we won't shut down the
Charlie
motor.
Peterson, over.
We'll go ahead and listen for the plan.
I guess you've landed at Rock Creek, over. Is that right?
Well, we have landed and on standby.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
Man, sorry about that holler.
Let's see, since I'm not familiar with this area. Let's see where Rock Creek is from here. Rock Creek, it says, is 1 mile from here. So, they have landed, sounds like a mile above us. And from the conversation, sounds like maybe they won't be coming in until 6 p.m. So, we're going to monitor the radio, kind of keep up with what's going on. We'll set up the next transmission. They're lining up the officers' cars here to keep people from parking where they shouldn't, would be my guess. Looks like they have, or are opening the gates here shortly. So, that's a little preview to our action tonight. So, again, everybody, we're going to monitor when they get ready to release them, and then we'll come back on live. So just watch for us to queue up, and we'll be back here in Erwin, Tennessee for tonight's event with CSX, the Holiday Train, and much, much more on this special occasion for those that went through all of the ravishing devastation from Hurricane Helene in this area. A concert, an event for them. And what a great idea by CSX. So, y'all stay tuned. We will be back right here in Erwin, Tennessee. See y'all back here soon.